Hey, I'm Tara, and you're watching Cosmic Threshold Tarot. It's so nice to meet you. Um, First of all, oh my god, I'm so tired. Second of all, I almost started this video by saying, "What's up, you beautiful bastards?" Like Philly D, like Philip DeFranco. So I don't know. Maybe it's time for somebody to like hop back on the Philly D train. It's been a while since I've checked in with him, but hey, what's this waiting for? Great question. So we gonna be looking at just whatever comes through for the collective. You clicked on this, you know there's a message here. Thank you so much for resonating with my energy. What? And yeah, let's just hop into this. What do we? It's a full moon in Aries. Ugh, I I'm a Cancer sun, and those Aries moons. Every time I love the Aries moon. Every single time. I'm more. I, I don't even inclined. There we go. Towards the new moon than the full moon. But Aries moon energy. Yes. Yes, sir. Oh man. Okay, let's stop in. We got the synchronicity card. Oh yes. I didn't like that. There we go. Okay. We have comfort. There we go. Okay. 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 Let's do this. Let's no, you know what? Let's just take it. Go. Oh, it's time. Time for what though? What are we timing? Oop. Hold on. Spend time with family and friends, but it came out upside down. Take a break. Go outside. Okay. This is, you're doing a lot. Okay. I'll stop here. Ooh. I hope we figure out what that means. I bet you can't see that though. It's Neptune, but in reverse. Um, One day I'll redo these cards. Where do I want to start here? We had a bunch that flew out. That's why I was like, hand stop. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Thank you. This ended up being, oh my god. Okay, this is a bunch of cards. Here we go. Here we go. First of all, the sun in reverse. Okay. Okay. We'll put all of those in one line. I know that came upside down. Here we go. And angels in reverse. Okay. Listen. Okay, and we're gonna do these in order. Speak up, love. Oh, and the ninth house. Hold on, and is there something? No. Okay. In the ninth house. And last but not least. Ooh, Aquarius in reverse. Oh, dang. Okay, let's get into it. What do we. Oops, sorry, I picked it up to straighten up my cards, and three more came out. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, alright. This is one of my decks that just doesn't stop talking. Here we go. Oh, see, but Leo and Uranus came out. So you may either be a Leo or an Aquarius. Okay. Um, what is that? Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. Fixed signs, thank you. Um, and pay attention, but in reverse. Pay attention, but in reverse. What? Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna read them in a line. So, synchronicity, comfort, go, it's time. No, I think those are the start of separate sentences, actually. Synchronicity, spend time with family and friends in reverse, and speak up. Okay. Comfort, Sun in reverse, and love. Heard. Go, Angels in reverse, ninth house. Mmm. It's time, listen, and Aquarius in reverse. Okay. So, first of all, I'll clarify the speak up card. You definitely need to be spending more time alone right here, right now. Like, it's time to listen to yourself. The comfort and the love with the sun in reverse. You've kind of been ignoring yourself. Um, Maybe there are some boundaries that you need to put up with your friends and family, some things that you just don't like that you haven't said anything about because you don't want to cause problems. 555 on my timer. Um, Go, Angels in reverse, and ninth house. Oh, go talk to your like spirit guides. I know that I have angels here. One day I'm going to redo this deck because I'd actually like to clear to there are just several things that I'd like to redo. Um but until then, you have not been talking with your angels, haven't been thinking about them, like your guides, whatever like spirit you ask advice for, call on for help. It feels like you haven't either you've been misinterpreting their messages because of the filter of our own ego, whether that's like limiting beliefs or just hearing what you want to hear and not what they're actually saying. Just something egoic is happening here, and you're not paying attention to what's actually being said. Um, I just heard "go to your room" like 7:07 on my timer. Um, like pack it up. You're low key getting put in timeout. 7:17 on my timer. Yeah. It's time to listen and Aquarius in reverse. Stop. I just got it. A Leo, that's so freaking good. I'm livid. Okay, no, in the ninth house. Okay, never mind. Anyways. Oh, Aquarius in reverse with Leo upright and then the sun in reverse and Uranus upright. Stop. Literally the battle of like ego versus the whole collect as a whole, like the self versus the whole. Man versus society, if you will, type vibe. Um, a resistance to evolution, but not to spontaneity. Um, you don't really want to have a routine. I feel like you feel like it's going to get boring, but you're paying it. Mm. Because remember, the sun is in reverse, but Uranus is upright. Leo, Uranus, and pay attention in reverse is like the final sentence here. Um, the internal changes, the evolution within the self, and the perception of yourself, how you actually view yourself. Um, Pay attention in reverse. Remember, we have Neptune in reverse on the bottom of the deck, so those illusions, don't pay attention to what everyone else is looking at, what they're seeing. It's about what you're seeing. They may not be able to see the vision, but they aren't required to. This is your time. Go, it's time. Oh, I recently went through one of my folders on TikTok. Um, I'm I'm not gonna go into like I have such weird folder titles and like descriptions on in my TikTok that if I were to like make them public, people would be like, what the fuck are these? Like, what is the theme here? um, I'm not gonna give you one. They're, and the reason being, they're super personal. Um, and so I know what they mean, but most anybody whoever looks at my phone is gonna be like, hello. But anyways, I went through one of them like yesterday. And the very first video is actually a video from one of my favorite creators. Her name is Third Eye Roses. I'll tag her down below. I don't I'm usually like hanging out in her TikTok lives and things. But it was one of her TikToks, and she was talking about like somebody here is building an empire. Um, but you haven't written anything down. And that's kind of it. Like, you're just scared of the idea of actually planning for the future because you just know that it's going to go awry. So planning feels insignificant, but that's not true. Don't fall in that trap. You built the plan, you started to execute, and then all of a sudden, everything fell apart again. And you were like, well, what's the point of me trying to do this if every effort I make is just going to be thwarted? That's Sometimes we have to eat our dinner before we eat our dessert, which I know is, just stick with me. Um, what I mean by that is like I still have a day job. Like I know like taboo to talk about our own like outside lives, but I am working in a call center and then I go and substitute on my days off. And I do this in between. Like that's where I'm at right now. 12:22 on my timer. Um and sometimes it just be like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my timer. Like it really does. Don't pay attention to the illusion that you're seeing online that you're not going to make it, that it'll never work out. Sometimes we just need to readjust, and taking those long periods of readjustment before coming back, yes, like it's so good. It truly is so helpful. Um, yeah, I think I'm going to move on to the tarot because this is, yes. Okay, mind your business. Here we go. What can I get for this message? What else do we need to know? But like after that period of rest, there I was. After that period of rest, that doesn't mean that you stop going to work. You know what I mean? It just means that going to work or doing the project, whatever that is for you, might look a little different. That doesn't mean that it's over though. Yeah. Page of Swords in reverse. Um, we never stop learning. You'll never know everything. This is true. My most hated fact of the entire world is that I could not possibly hold all of the world's information in my head. I'm so mad all the time. Like, because, like, what if I just want to know it all, though? You can't, precious. You just can't. 1441 on my timer. And it's, like, terrible. Um, which is to say, like, you're always going to learn something new. It doesn't mean that you're stupid. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It just simply means that there is more for you to learn, more for you to witness. Usually I do a big shuffle, but I really, yeah, Chariot in reverse. Aw, dude. Back to that cardinal sign energy. Um, Cancer is the chariot sign. The chariot card. But with the chariot in reverse, like not wanting to learn and be at that bottom level, like that beginner, it's really blocking you from hearing the rest of the plan. You don't want to move forward because you're so unsure of what this change is going to bring, what you're going to look like on the other side. Um, if you're going to end up hating it just like it seems like everyone else does, right? But that's not always true. Just because it's how they did it doesn't mean that it's going to be how you did it. You're not doomed to repeat history. And I think that it's being the pioneer in figuring out a new way to do whatever it is that you're doing. Hold on, I'm checking my mic. Okay. Okay. Um, Three of Swords in reverse. I'm gonna move on real quick. I lied. We're gonna stay right here for a second. Um, you're putting yourself through so much agony and pain by denying what you really want, by telling yourself over and over and over again, you could never, it'll never be you. Don't even try. Why? Like, I almost want to cry. That's so sad. Yeah, don't pay attention to that illusion. Like, pay attention to reverse and Neptune in reverse. I'll keep saying it. Um, please remember Delulu works both ways. Like, yeah, we can be like, you know what, I'm not gonna say that, but like, if you're constantly in flights of fancy that are brought down to reality so harshly by Leica, but you'd never have that to begin with. Weird of you to say. I don't even know where we're thinking about this when it's not gonna happen. Shut up. 1818. You know what? In honor of my sister, Silencio Bruno. Like, she loves that line so much. And Luca is just one of those that I didn't really, I don't think I finished it. And it's nothing against Luca. It's just one of those that I haven't actually fully watched. Um, Silencio Bruno, if you haven't watched Luca, like, it's another Pixar movie. Truly recommend. I freaking love Pixar in this house, dude. I'm like, I don't know. It is hard work. Nine of Pentacles. It is hard work to understand and learn how to value ourselves, learn our actual worth, learn that not everyone else sees it the way we do, and that what we want isn't far off from us. But it's work that's so worth it. Um, Ooh, the wheel. Yes, but it is work that is so worth it. Call in your highest timeline. If you believe in manifestation, like jumping timelines, however you want to phrase it, don't do it from a sense of panic. Don't do it from a sense of lack of I need this because I don't have enough right now. You are in the beginning stage. You just don't want to believe that you are. I understand that a lot of the times we hear this like you have to believe that you're already there in order to achieve it. And I agree with that, but I think that sometimes but I think the part that we leave out is when you're believing that it's already happened, that you're already there, you have to work out a lot of the limiting beliefs, a lot of the blockages that come with that mindset first. And what I mean by that is like, okay, so I believe that I'm already this successful and I have all of these things. I have the house, I have the family, I have the work that I want to do, right? But like the longer that you sit with those things, you need to sit with what makes you uncomfortable about them. Well, I don't know if I can maintain a relationship of the caliber that I want because of this, that, and the third. Okay, how do we work through this, that, and the third? Well, I don't know if I could ever have a family because of the trauma that I underwent. And so I don't think that I just don't want to see myself repeat those cycles. Then how do we end those cycles? 22:11 on my clock. Oh man. I'm gonna call somebody out. Like it's gonna be more than a somebody. It's I don't think that I could maintain that wealth because I see myself every Friday going out and spending every cent that I have. Whether that be out of necessity, you know what? And just going out and seeing myself spend every cent that I've got. And I don't see myself ever learning how to save. Okay, so you're saying that you can't learn how to save. That that's something that you can't change within yourself, that those things you can't change, but you want that future anyways. You have to accept that the beginning of a new life begins with a new self, is created from a new self. There you go. Um, and this wheel of fortune, like it's your time. You can have this. You just got to be ready to get up and take it. Every choice that you make, every decision, every time that you speak to yourself, I want you to think about like, but is this the version of myself that has everything that I want? But is this how I get to that place? But is this the kind of choice that I need to be making to get where I want to be? And that means for both work and rest. You've worked 7 days a week and haven't had a break and don't know how to function, and there is like a pile of laundry sitting there. That there isn't. She's acting. um like sometimes it can just wait. Sometimes we can take a cat nap. Sometimes it's just okay to say no. 24:24 on my timer. Like, yeah, they're going out this Friday, but if you don't have it in you, then skip a Friday. Save the money. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to stop you from having a good time, but like make a couple of choices so that you can make a couple of the investments that you need to now. Yeah, that's Seven of Swords. Yeah, underneath the chariot in reverse. That's what I'm talking about. Um, you are actively like in the middle of self-sabotaging, doing these tiny little habits that you can't give up. I said what I said and I'm gonna leave it there because it's not any type of judgment. I've been through my own things. Five of Swords in reverse, and you don't think that you can, underneath the swords, Three of Swords in reverse, and you don't think that you can change. Um, and so you won't. You beat yourself up over this all the time, and yet you won't come sit down at the table and just recognize yourself, to value yourself. You can say things in a kinder tone. You cannot fight about it. You cannot yell about it. You cannot stay, you don't have to stay in the feelings of aggravation and irritation for the rest of the day over something that happened 2 hours ago. As someone with autism, like, I very much understand sensory issues exist, and it feels like it's our fault for having those issues in the first place when it's not. Um, And sometimes these things that we live with, these mental illnesses, neurodivergencies, are things that we just simply have to learn how to live with and function with. And constantly beating yourself up for them is not a solution and is not a way to live with them. And it is perpetuating this cycle of self sabotage to keeping you from that place that you need to be in. And Three of Pentacles underneath the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Damn. Don't overthink the people in your life. If you really feel like they are holding you back in some type of way, establish stronger boundaries and figure out that sometimes you can just say no. That sometimes you can just sit back and be like, no, I'm good. They shouldn't value you any less for you respecting your own boundaries and energy. You should not be completely and fully draining yourself. Um, because it's just another block. Let's go to the bottom of the deck. I have the King of Swords. Okay. You know what? I am going to do this all at once. And then I have the Ten of Wands in reverse. We have the Fool in reverse. We have the Sun in reverse. God bless it. And last but not least, we have Temperance in reverse. Here we go. You have a vision, you just don't have a plan. And instead of making it, you're just stuck. Like, you don't want to actually create the plan, you just want to execute it. Um, mm, because you don't even see how good it could be. Even if you do it shitty, even if it doesn't turn out exactly right, that doesn't mean that you can't. Even if you start out in a bad place, it doesn't mean that you can't get to a better one. And that's what you've got to get let go of. Like, just, it could never be me because of this, that, and the third. Like, you can't work on it and actively work through those things. Yeah, you're keeping yourself from this new beginning and from feeling that happiness because you're so out of whack with yourself. You keep yourself from making these plans, trying to save yourself. That's what I'm talking about, that ego. Like, the ego is there to keep us from getting hurt from the things that we don't, that could potentially hurt us, like anxiety type beat. Um, Anxiety is there to save us from the fear of the unknown. But you're sabotaging yourself holding on to these thoughts. Yeah. Dang, dang, diggity, dang, dang. Let's, you know what? Yeah. You know what? One last thing. Talking, going back to like being out of balance with yourself. Think about who you want to be. What version of you would really help here? Like, which version of yourself exists in the reality that you want to live in? Um, and if it helps, make a list. Um, Even if it's like making lists of like characters that you want to be like, or like historical figures, like actual inspiring figures in your life. Um, and then writing down the qualities that you want to embody in them, like who you think would run this job the best, no matter what this future looks like for you, no matter what the plan is. Like, it resonates for you how it resonates for you. Yeah. um and it's just about figuring out how to work on those things. And if you don't know where to start, go to Google and literally type in how to be more da da da. I bet you'll find some resources. I mean, type it into anything you can think of, like low key. I know people think that this is a bad idea, but please just use discernment on what is good and bad information. Um, TikTok, YouTube, like, eventually you will find good places and good advice to help you work on those things. Um, yeah, and bring you into this brighter and happier version of yourself that feels stable in your personal connections. Oh, and if you have tried this before and it went awry, like it didn't go well, and you're still beating yourself up for it, stop, dude. Not helpful. You can just think about what happened last time and what needs to change, and then like learn how to critique yourself gently. It doesn't have to be so loud and mean all the time. Yeah, collaboration of souls. Can I get anything else for this collective, please? There we go. This card comes out literally almost every time, and that's not a joke. Here we go. It's my bottom of the deck here. Ooh, what's your honest truth? What's the number there? 20? There's a lot of blue going on here. Definitely the speak up. And when we say speak up, just talk to yourself, admit what you want. Um, but there's also a fair amount of yellow and orange going on here. Um, so working on that sense of self and how you express yourself. Stop, drop, and ground. That is 31. The good kind, 35. I'll go look into that because no, I'm not sure what that one is. Got me. This is the one that pops out literally almost every time I use this deck. Gratitude again. It's time for gratitude again. Oh, befriend the word polarized, 25. And last but not least, move beyond intention to belief. Yes, the good kind. Let's get into that. Bringing love and kindness to your situation, honest and fulfilling work, acting from the heart, the bounty of a job well done, doing the right thing, searching for love with love, oh my gosh, serving with love, finding joy in the simple pleasures of life, seeking simplicity and goodness in your solution. Yeah, the more that you follow this, you're going to find people that are like minded. You just have to stay grounded in reality and understand that you are doing the right thing and keep coming from the right place. Keep coming from a good soul. Like, keep doing good for the sake of doing good. Okay? It really is like when you can look yourself in the eye, it makes living so much easier. If you don't like the actions that you're taking, figure out how to stop taking them. Gratitude again. This I heard so many things right there. Be thankful for yourself. Be thankful for the people around you and that they have helped you in the ways that they have, even if you're not in a good place with them right now. Like, be helpful. I'm sorry. Wow. Be thankful for the help that you've been given. Be thankful for you and yourself because you won't be. Sorry about that. Um, I'm gonna move on. Befriend the word polarize and move beyond intention to belief. Like, not everyone is going to enjoy the content that you create or whatever it is. Like, not everyone is going to approve. That's okay. Your life is not made for other people. And move beyond intention to belief. Like, I intend to do this. I intend to be this person. Not I believe that I can and I will be. That's what I'm talking about. And what's your honest truth? Um, I think it's time for you to figure that out. Yeah, and that's what I've got for you. Thank you for watching, and I thank you for being here. If this resonated, please drop a comment down below, hit the like button, and personal readings in the description. Okay, thanks for watching. I love you. Bye.